I created G plans out of nutrition frustration. One day during nutrition studies at Duke University, we came across a revelation. We discovered that everyone has a completely unique metabolic structure and type. Eating a generic diet program will not get you the results you want, and you will continue on a path of yo-yo dieting forever. Ultimately, sustainable food programs are built within your own specific metabolic template.
I eat what Dr. G tells me to eat for my metabolic type. I don't call this program a diet because I eat more than on other programs.
Hello, and welcome to our presentation today. Thank you so much for joining in. So today's presentation is going to be on how to start and later on how to progress an exercise routine. So we're going to go into depth, like some more tips and things like to help if you do fall off track. So please feel free throughout this presentation to go ahead and add any questions that you have in the chat box. So at the end of the presentation, I will then look over some of those questions and we'll be able to address those at that time. I have another note, something really exciting that I wanted to mention today as well. We are starting to partner with Sunbasket Meals. And if you don't know what they are, they're basically pre-prepped meals. So if it's a big challenge for you to really, find that time to prep your meals and to cook ahead, then Sunbasket is a great option for you. These will be ready to go and they will be incorporated into your meal plan as well through G plans. So please feel free. You can go ahead and check out. We have a discount code that's in the description box for this video. So feel free to check that out there. We'll go ahead and get started. And again, just to keep in mind, we will go over questions at the end of the presentation today. So, all right. All right, so how to start and progress an exercise routine. Okay, so have you been considering starting an exercise program? Starting a fitness program can be one of the best things that you can do for your health. Physical activity can reduce your risk of chronic disease, improve your balance and coordination, help you lose weight, and even improve your sleeping habits and your self-esteem. In our modern day, we are less active than we've ever been. So that's another reason why starting an exercise program can really benefit your health tremendously. When your focus is weight loss or on weight maintenance, an exercise program can help you to lose weight faster or more consistently and can help you to keep your weight off long term. Today, we're going to discuss how to begin an exercise routine, how to progress that routine as you move along, and the reasons why incorporating exercise is so important. So here are a few benefits of regular, consistent exercise routine. First off, great for brain health. Consistent exercise has been linked to better memory and quicker learning. Scientists have found that exercise improves blood flow to the brain, feeding the growth of new blood vessels and even new brain cells. Benefits mood. Many studies show that exercise can help people feel better and relieve symptoms of depression. Exercise triggers the release of chemicals in the brain, serotonin, norepinephrine, endorphins, and dopamine that dull pain, lighten mood, and relieve stress. It may slow down the aging process. So exercise has been shown to lengthen your lifespan by as much as 5 years. A new study suggests that moderate intensity exercise may slow down the aging of cells. Skin benefits. Aerobic exercise helps to really rev up blood flow to the skin, delivering oxygen and nutrients that improve skin health and even help wounds heal faster. And can shrink fat cells. So one of the benefits of exercise is that our cardiovascular system gets stronger and better at delivering oxygen, so we are able to metabolize more fat as an energy source. As a result, your fat cells shrink, and so does inflammation. Okay, and here's a few tips on where to get started if you're first looking at starting an exercise program. Number one, super important to check your health. Definitely consult your healthcare provider and get a physical medical examination before starting your exercise routine. This is particularly important for those new to more maybe strenuous or vigorous physical activities. An early checkup can detect any health problems or conditions that could put you at risk for an injury during exercise. And then knowing that information is really going to help you to tailor your routine accordingly. Make a plan and set realistic goals. Once you decide to start exercising regularly, make a plan that includes very attainable steps and goals. If you start with a goal that's too large, like saying, I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week, you might find that's not very attainable for you starting off. And when you don't meet that goal, you kind of feel a little discouraged. It's better to start a little smaller, shoot maybe for 2 days a week, and starting with that smaller, achievable goal will increase your chances of success and help keep you motivated along the way. Make it a habit. So another key component of exercise success is to stick to your routine. Once your exercise program becomes a habit built into your daily schedule, it's much easier to stick with. It's important to find a time of day that works best for you to exercise on a very consistent basis. And here's a few questions to kind of ask yourself when you're starting an exercise routine. So some of these questions are going to really help you to determine what type of exercise that you enjoy and how maybe you could even kind of switch up aspects of your exercise routine to make it more enjoyable. So first off, are you a morning person or an evening person? And then what about lunch break workouts? So knowing the time of day that first of all you enjoy to exercise, but also that's going to work on a consistent basis for you is very important. If you find you're super busy, definitely trying to fit something in over your lunch break is a perfect way to go. Would you like to spend more time in nature? So sometimes, if you really do enjoy being outside, definitely shoot for exercising outside. Don't go to a gym. Do you enjoy some peace and quiet to yourself, or would you prefer having an exercise partner? Are you motivated by competition? Does some form of external accountability help you? So having that workout partner, a health coach, maybe even a friend, telling them about your routine and asking them to help hold yourself accountable. Do you like sports and games? Would you like more quiet time or more time to watch TV, listen to a podcast, or etc.? That can help as well. So if you enjoy maybe walking outside in a park, somewhere a little more quiet, or you might prefer, say, going on a treadmill where you can listen to that podcast. Are you sensitive to weather? And do you have a lot of control over your time? Here are a few components of a really good, complete exercise routine. So making sure you include some aspect of each of these is going to make sure that your routine is very well-rounded. So first off, aerobic or cardiovascular exercise. The ACSM defines cardiovascular exercises as those that are rhythmic, continuous, and performed with large muscles of the body. Examples are walking, running, hiking, cycling, swimming, aerobic dances, rope skimming, rowing, stair climbing, and endurance exercises. The second piece you want to incorporate with your routine is resistance training. Resistance training is important to enhance muscle strength, to increase muscular endurance, to maintain fat-free mass, and to maintain bone mineral density. So on top of that more aerobic exercise, you really want to incorporate some amount of resistance training. Keep in mind too, that can look like, starting off, that can look like body weight exercises. Later on, you can incorporate something like resistance bands, dumbbells at home, or go to a gym where you utilize weight machines. Flexibility exercises and stretching. So super important one that I think a lot of the times we can kind of slide off, kind of forget about. But when you exercise, your muscles contract and relax. The repeated contraction can lead to shortening of the muscles. So stretching will prevent the shortening, and many injuries can actually be caused by poor flexibility. So make sure you are stretching as well. How to progress your exercise routine. So definitely after a while of following this program, you will find that you've adapted and the exercise doesn't feel as challenging as it used to. It's important at that point to progress your routine so that you do continue to challenge yourself and you see continued results. So here are a few ways that you could start to progress your routine. First off, you might think of weight. So if you are, for example, starting with a resistance training program, let's say you're starting more at body weight exercises, those become pretty easy to you. You can go ahead and add weight to those same exercises. Then when you get to the point, if you've been doing bicep curls with 10-pound dumbbells, you can go ahead and increase that weight to 15 pounds as it becomes easier. Repetitions. So changing the amount of reps that you perform of a given exercise is another great way to progress your routine. So if you've been doing like 10 repetitions of a bicep curl, you could then increase to 15. Time. Rather than counting reps, time is also a great way to progress your routine. You can simply choose a set amount of time to perform an exercise and then gradually increase that amount of time as you are able. This is another aspect that can work really well with, say, if you're out on a walk. So a lot of people that will start to incorporate, say, a little bit of jogging into their walking routine. And you can kind of gauge the amount of time that you're jogging by finding a mailbox if you're in a neighborhood and kind of push yourself to go a few more mailboxes each time. Speed. Slowing down the speed of the eccentric motion of an exercise can make an exercise more challenging. This is also called a negative set. For example, you could perform a squat by slowing each rep down to a 5-second count on the way down. So that's a little different, but definitely slowing down that eccentric portion of a movement, kind of like thinking when you're in a squat, when you're going on the way down, will make an exercise a lot more challenging. Exercise order and selection. Another way to progress your routine is to change the order and the selection of your exercises. So supersets are one great way to do this. A superset is essentially where you're performing 2 exercises back to back with no rest in between. Okay, and so how to avoid falling off track with your new routine. So first off, treat your exercise like an appointment. So find those times, find those certain days that work the best for your schedule and look at that like that's truly an appointment that you have to keep. So do everything you can to keep that on that same time in your schedule. Integrate exercise into your routine. So if you have a busy week and you're unsure where you can fit exercise in your schedule, just fit it into your day. So take the stairs, park a little further out, or even just take 5 minutes here and there to perform like some squats and jumping jacks. Have a workout partner. So if you do enjoy working out with someone, a workout partner can help tremendously to make exercise a little more fun and then also help you to have somebody else to kind of hold accountable to that routine. Set goals. So setting goals like I want to get stronger on my squats, I want to work towards a 5K can really help you to motivate yourself and kind of have that end goal you're working towards. Make exercise fun. This is so important. Play your favorite music, walk outdoors if that's what you enjoy, take Zumba lessons if you enjoy dancing, and prepare ahead of time. If you exercise, for example, like once you get home from work, if you go ahead and lay out your gym clothes and your shoes, have them ready to go, kind of takes one extra step out of that routine. And lastly here, so if you do fall off track with your routine, which it can definitely happen, here's a few tips on how to get back on track. So first off, think about how you feel when you're exercising. Try to remember how it makes you feel and the aspects of exercise that you enjoy the most. So if you've gotten a little bit off your routine, you might be thinking, oh man, that exercise, that sounds like so long. I'm not ready for that right now. But remind yourself how great that workout makes you feel. That can really help. Create rewards to give yourself when you reach your exercise goal once resuming your program. So giving you a little bit of something on a reward, something exciting to work towards. Find workout partners for your first few workouts back into your routine. So even if you kind of like to work out on your own, just finding a workout partner for the first couple workouts can help to hold you a little more accountable. If completing your entire exercise routine sounds a little overwhelming at first, then you can divide your workout into smaller sections. So give yourself the option to stop at the end of each section, but do the best you can to go ahead and keep pushing yourself to complete as much as you can. And if your old routine was starting to feel a bit stale, try out a new form of exercise. So it's so important to know exercise is not one size fits all, and finding what you enjoy or finding a way to make exercise very enjoyable for you is going to be so important to keep you on track as well. So that was our presentation today. I'm going to go ahead and we'll get out of this presentation here, and please feel free, go ahead and send any questions my way if you had any pop up here, and I will address those now. Yeah, great. So I don't see any questions just yet, but I'm going to give a little bit more time. So if you do have any, please feel free to go ahead and send those right now in the chat box here. And again, too, going back to the Sunbasket meals, super exciting. So definitely check out that discount code we have in the description of this video. Super, super cool. All right. Well, I don't see any questions for today, but I hope this presentation was very helpful, and thank you so much for joining in today. Have a wonderful rest of your day.